Hello everyone and welcome back to Books and Babble. So apologies again for the rubbish lighting. I'm trying out different things and seeing what works best, and to be perfectly honest with you, I was putting off filming this today mostly just because I was being lazy. So yeah, we're now at 20 to 6. The sun seems to have disappeared from the sky, I'm not sure, so that's why everything looks a bit dim and dull. So this week we're going to take a dive into my to be read list. This is just pointing out, this is just books on my TBR that I own. Doesn't even touch on the actual list of things that I want to read. Oh god, it's really cold in here. The first two books I'm going to talk about were lent to me by my friend Lizzie. She thought I would really enjoy them, and she was also trying to prevent them from being culled from the family bookcase. So two birds, one stone sort of thing. So book one, if you can see that there, sort of, I'll tilt it that way, is The Summoner by Gail Z. Martin. So yeah, it's book one of the Chronicles of the Necromancer. So the back of the book just says, the world of Prince Martris Drake is thrown into sudden chaos when his brother murders their father and seizes the throne. Forced to flee, with only a handful of loyal colleagues to support him, Martris must seek retribution and restore his father's honour. But if the living are arrayed against him, Martris must learn to harness his burgeoning magical powers to call in a different set of allies, the ranks of the dead. The Summoner is an epic, engrossing tale of loss and revenge, of life and afterlife, and the thin line between them. So yeah, that is the first book on my TBR. The next book is by an author that I'm sure lots of you have heard of, by Brandon Sanderson. It's The Final Empire, Mistborn Book 1. If you can see there. So yeah, the synopsis on this one is, the mists rule the night, the Lord Ruler owns the world. For 1,000 years the ash fell. For 1,000 years the scar slaved in misery and lived in fear. For 1,000 years the Lord Ruler reigned with absolute power and ultimate terror, divinely invincible. Every attempted revolt has failed miserably. Yet somehow hope survives. A new kind of uprising is being planned, one that depends on the cunning of a brilliant criminal mastermind and the courage of an unlikely heroine, a scar street urchin who must learn to master allomancy, the power of a Mistborn. What if the prophesied hero had failed to defeat the Dark Lord? The answer will be found in the Mistborn trilogy, a saga of surprises that begins here. So I'm really excited for these two. I love a good fantasy novel, and the last fantasy series that Lizzie recommended to me was The Water Givers by Glenda Lark, I want to say. I'm not sure if that's right, but The Water Givers, such a good series. So I'm really interested to see if these hold up to that, and see if Lizzie knows me as well as she thinks she does. Incidentally, the other series that Lizzie got me into reading was the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, which is to date probably my favourite book series, barring Harry Potter, but that sort of goes without saying. So yeah, I have high hopes for this one. So next we have Poldark by Winston Graham, if you can see there. Aidan Turner looking lovely as ever on the cover. So yeah, the back of this one says, Cornwall, 1783 to 87. Tired from a grim war in America, Ross Poldark returns to his land and his family, but the joyful homecoming he had anticipated turns sour, for his father is dead, his estate derelict, and the girl he loves is engaged to his cousin. However, his sympathy for the destitute miners and farmers of the district leads him to rescue a half-starved urchin from a fairground brawl and take her home, an act which alters the whole course of his life. So this, I assume, needs little introduction. I'm guessing lots of you will have seen the TV show. If you haven't, if you like period dramas and or Aidan Turner, seriously go and watch it. So good. So these were given to me as a birthday present. This and Demelza, the second book in the series, a sequel, was given to me for my birthday, a belated present in September by my friend Hannah. But I've been really reluctant for some reason to actually get around to reading them. I think it has something to do with the fact that I know the story already. I don't know, so we'll see. Oh, it got really dark then. I think we've got clouds coming in. There was a storm last night. So the next one on the list is called Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. Just get that cover in there. I'm not used to this camera switching things around. I need to get better at it. So on the back of this one, It was always going to end in tears, but how did it end in murder? Exciting. Single mum Jane has just moved to town. She's got her little boy in tow, plus the secret she's been carrying for 5 years. On the first day of the school run, she meets Madeline, a force to be reckoned with, who remembers everything and forgives no one, and Celeste, the kind of beautiful woman who makes the world stop and stare, but is inexplicably ill at ease. They both take Jane under their wing, while careful to keep their own secrets under wraps. But a minor incident involving the children of all 3 women rapidly escalates. Playground whispers become spiteful rumours until no one can tell the truth from the lies, which is when the secrets come out, and now someone is going to pay with their life. I've got people walking past my window. So yeah, I bought this one. Amazon were having 3 books for £10 kind of deal. So I bought this one with Amy Snow by Tracy Rees, which I did a review of that over on my WordPress blog. You can go and check out if you like. I'll pop a link in the description. And Dream a Little Dream. Yeah, Dream a Little Dream by Giovanna Fletcher, both of which I really enjoyed. This one is a little bit different than what I usually read, you know, less romance, more mystery kind of thing, and I do like a good mystery, but my mum really enjoyed this one when she read it, so I thought I would give it a go. So yeah. So the next book on my list is one that I'm sure most of you will have at least heard of, if not know anything about, and that's What Milo Saw by Virginia McGregor. Pop that in there. Sorry. So even though there's a bookmark in it, I haven't started reading this yet. I got this actually as a giveaway by the through the DKW Literary Agency on Tumblr. Again, I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and check out their blog. And it came with this really gorgeous bookmark that it was beautifully packaged, but yeah, it's a really nice bookmark there, so I just keep it in the book just to kind of keep it there. So on the back of the book it says a big story about a small boy who sees the world a little differently, which I think is really sweet. I really like that. And then the synopsis, which is actually in the front cover of this edition. Milo Moon has retinitis pigmentosa. His eyes are slowly failing and he will eventually go blind. But for now he sees the world through a pinhole and notices things other people don't. When Milo's beloved Gran succumbs to dementia and moves into a nursing home, Milo soon realises that there's something very wrong at the home. So with just Hamlet, his pet pig, to help, Milo sets out on a mission to expose the nursing home and the sinister Nurse Thornhill. So yeah, a bit different from the sort of stuff that I usually read again, but it looks really interesting and I love a good literary reference. You know, got that pig in there, Hamlet, and it's actually a really nice edition. I really like the cover. So yeah, and apparently it says if you love The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, this is for you. That was by Heat magazine, and The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, oh my goodness, that is a story for another video. I absolutely adore that book, so I'm hoping that I will really enjoy this. So I can't claim to be original. I really can't, because this next one is one that you're going to all have heard of as well. Yeah. I've actually been wanting to read this for a really long time, and it was in another 3 for £10 thing on Amazon, and I just couldn't resist. So excuse me. So yeah, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I'm so excited. So again, I'm sure you all know this, but at the back of the book, Kath and Ren are identical twins, and until recently they did absolutely everything together. Now they're off to university, and Ren's decided she doesn't want to be one half of a pair anymore. She wants to dance, meet boys, go to parties, and let loose. It's not so easy for Kath. She would rather bury herself in the fanfiction she writes, where there's romance far more intense than anything she's experienced in real life. Now Kath has to decide whether she's ready to open her heart to new people and new experiences, and she's realising that there's more to learn about love than she ever thought possible. A tale of fanfiction, family, and first love. So, if you know me in real life, you'll know that this is one that I've been wanting to read for a while. You'll also know that I adore fanfiction, and I'm a big fangirl myself. That's probably obvious in my last couple of videos. It comes across quite well. So yeah, really excited for that one as well. So next I've got a few classics on the list. Got to keep it sophisticated, you know. So first one of those is The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. I don't know if you can see that cover. You really can't. That's such bad quality. I'm so sorry. These are the Penguin English Library Classics editions. I collect them. I absolutely love them. The spines are beautiful, like an ordinary penguin. You know, they're just so simple but so gorgeous. The paper's really good quality. The covers feel really nice. This one I got at the National Portrait Gallery in London, actually, as a sort of souvenir. I wasn't really into art at the time. I'm actually getting more into art now. I'm thinking I'm going to start watercolour or some such thing. I need to learn how to draw first. But yes, so yeah, The Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy. Excuse me. So yeah, the back of the book, it's getting really dark. Oh dear. The moving, humane tragedy of a deeply flawed... The moving and humane tragedy of a deeply flawed and self-destructive man, the Mayor of Casterbridge, is the story of Michael Henchard, who sells his wife and baby daughter at a country fair in a fit of drunken anger. Over the following years, he establishes himself as a respected pillar of the community of Casterbridge, but cannot escape his shameful past, or himself. Subtitled The Life and Death of a Man of Character, Hardy's intense drama, tragically played out against the rituals of a close-knit Wessex town, is one of his greatest works. So, we actually did a bit of an excerpt from this on my, I want to say A-level, but it might have been GCSE, English Lit. And I just thought the idea of somebody selling their wife was a bit crazy. But I bought it really because it fit in with my Penguin English Library classics. I'm a sucker for a good-looking bookcase. And yeah, so it's been on my bookshelf for ages. So I thought I'd add it to this list. As I say, got to keep some sophistication in there. So my housemates have just come back, so I'm now really conscious. This is bad. They don't really know about the YouTube thing. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that me doing YouTube is a bad thing. I just don't want them to think that I'm talking to myself. It's a bit... But yeah, so I'm going to talk a bit quieter. But we're nearly at the end anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, the last one is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. So yeah, just quickly. Elizabeth Gaskell's compassionate, richly dramatic novel features one of the most original and fully rounded female characters in Victorian fiction, Margaret Hale. It shows how, forced to move from the country to an industrial northern town, she develops a passionate sense of social justice and a turbulent relationship with mill owner John Thornton. Oh my life, what is wrong with me today? North and South depicts a young woman discovering herself in a nuanced portrayal of what divides people and what brings them together. That is the last one on my TBR. So that's it, guys. That's my to-be read list. And the point of all this, and now I'm handing it sort of over to you guys, taking responsibility off myself, because it's clear if this is left up to me, I'm not going to get through these. So, yeah, I'd like you guys to vote on which book you think I should read and review first. So you can do that either by popping a comment with the book title that you think I should read next, or I'm going to pop a poll over on my WordPress blog, and I'm going to try and do it on Twitter as well. I've never tried doing it on Twitter, but I'll give it a go. So you guys can vote for which one you think I should read next. So I am gonna rank all of the books according to the number of votes they get. So don't worry if the one that you picked isn't the winner. I'll still read it, and there'll still be a video on me reviewing it, however far in the future that may be. Voting will be open until next Tuesday afternoon. Please do not vote after lines have closed, because your vote will not count and you may still be charged. If you're not from the UK, you will not understand that, and I apologise profusely. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed my foray into the world of my TBR list. We're losing light very, very quickly, so I'm going to sign off. Head on over to my WordPress blog. I'll pop a full synopsis of each of the books and links to where you can go and buy them, and pictures as well, because obviously the quality in this video isn't great, so you can see those. Hit like if you enjoyed this video, comment down below which book you'd like to win, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the winner next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!